Consider the precise microsecond when an external signal collides with a human nerve ending. In that invisible fraction of a moment, raw, formless frequency collapses into a recognizable color, a temperature, or a sound. Standard cosmology searches for the outer limits of reality billions of light years away, looking for a physical edge in the freezing expanse of deep space. Physical distance measures volume, but the actual boundary condition of the cosmos exists where raw data is translated into conscious experience. Human interaction with the universe is mediated entirely by the biological boundary layer that renders the world into a legible form. Ancient traditions describe the underlying cosmos as a sea of light, an infinite storm of raw energy containing every possible configuration of space, time, and information simultaneously. Exposure to this absolute volume of signals would instantly overwhelm and destroy an unprotected consciousness. A biological lock operates by stepping down these infinite frequencies. As chaotic energy strikes the membrane, it is organized into a narrow, stable band of reality. The limits of human perception function as required infrastructure, suppressing the overwhelming totality of the cosmos so a linear environment can appear. This sensory filter provides the specific mechanism through which surviving the universe becomes possible. Many cultures documented the universe as an enclosed, layered shell, using terms like the cosmic egg or the firmament to describe the architecture of the sky. While these models are often dismissed as primitive astronomy, they rarely describe literal physical walls floating in outer space. The vocabulary of the dome or shell functions as a symbolic description for an invisible threshold of perception. When these ancient sky maps are read as developmental manuals rather than literal telescopes, the layers of the cosmic egg begin to align with the internal structures of human awareness. In a universe viewed as an interface, the mythic figures stationed at cosmic boundaries function less like literal characters and more like administrative protocols. The messenger function, assigned to Mercury or Hermes, operates as the protocol for signal routing and translation, guiding information across the threshold. The limit function, associated with Saturn, enforces the hard boundary. It slows incoming data, compressing it into a fixed, manageable form. These celestial offices perform work identical to modern digital interfaces or customs checkpoints, governing which data is authorized to enter the local system. Mythic figures become legible when they are evaluated by the specific administrative boundary function they execute. On the biological scale, the human nervous system functions as the localized firmament. The brain and spinal column operate as a frequency regulator, acting as the physical gatehouse between the individual and the sea of light. Experiences like intrusive thoughts, sudden dread, or synchronicities share a common structural shape within this model. Analytically, if the underlying cosmos is a sea of infinite information, these non-physical events follow the same filtering protocol as light and sound. They represent border traffic, signals arriving at the mind's customs checkpoint, awaiting authorization for conscious processing. Reports of a structured waiting room in altered states may describe a rare, conscious encounter with the mechanisms of this biological gatehouse. The human mind acts as an active, heavily trafficked checkpoint positioned on the edge of the cosmos. Realizing that we live within a highly filtered shell often triggers a sense of being trapped within a cosmic prison. The cosmic egg boundary functions more like a developmental incubator, shielding a forming consciousness from the lethal pressure of the infinite. A gate requires a stable biological body equipped with the specific hardware necessary to survive the crossing into a higher frequency. Containment serves as protective infrastructure, holding the chaos at bay so the observer inside has the space required to mature. Modern models are returning to these enclosed boundary concepts, as the metaphor of a dead mechanical machine universe fails to explain our direct experience. Machine metaphors lack a language for the existence of the observer, which modern research suggests is integral to how reality is measured and rendered. The universe utilizes the biological membrane of consciousness as the threshold required to turn chaotic energy into linear memory. The ultimate edge of reality rests directly behind your eyes.